let's get into history of gaming. Welcome back to a new History of Gaming series. As you all know, today we begin the journey into Mass Effect by BioWare. The Mass Effect franchise is described as three things: a third-person shooter, an action RPG, and a space opera. This series will see four main game entries over the course of 10 years. This starts back in 2007. The most of these titles follow Commander Shepard as he confronts a galactic enemy known as the Reapers. There's a fourth game where you follow a different character named Ryder, and we'll get more detail into that story when we get to that game. But the majority, the meat and potatoes of this series, is all about Commander Shepard and his story. The original trilogy was designed to use a file transfer system, causing the decisions and the progression from each game to be carried forward in the saga. This, coupled with the world-changing decisions and relationships the player can develop within the game, made for an amazing role-playing experience that we haven't seen really replicated to this extent. The series has earned multiple Game of the Years as well as countless other awards, including recognition for an amazing soundtrack that you're listening to currently. So, what will be included? Always, at the start of each of these series, we like to quickly discuss why the current franchise is receiving the History of Gaming treatment and what games from its franchise will be included. As you can see here, we're obviously going to be covering Mass Effect 1, 2, 3, and Mass Effect Andromeda. Whether or not a game has impact to the industry, in my eyes, can be derived from any of the combination of the following four elements. Those four elements are gameplay, story, media influence, and market strategy. So for gameplay, was the gameplay of this game innovative or impactful in some way to consumers or the industry? What about the design made waves? Story, was the story powerful enough to impact gamers and get people talking? Media influence, was there some kind of media, whether it be journalistic, social, or otherwise, that put this game on the map? Basically, are we looking for some drama here that made people go, what's a Mass Effect? Market strategy, was there some kind of clever or ingenious trick that the publisher, developer, or marketing team did to make this game a bigger hit than it maybe would have been without that? Or did its marketing was the marketing strategy just the game was good? And word of mouth really succeeded with it. It's worth saying that there is a handful of mobile games out there for this series, but they're not integral to this Mass Effect experience, so I won't be talking about those in particular. But applying these elements to the games of Mass Effect has a fantastic gameplay, good RPG, and good interaction with the world that was created for you, but it is truly the story that really drives why this game is so important and influential to the video game industry. Mass Effect came at a time when most games were action-packed, and what story was available was entertaining but not so connecting and did not make you so invested as a story can be. And Mass Effect really nails that, and that's not a surprise, because we're talking about BioWare. Let's get into a small conversation about the company that made this game, all right? BioWare is this Canadian-founded company that sprouted up over 20 years ago, back in 1995. With their current motto being rich stories, unforgettable characters, and vast worlds, I think they really nail what it is to tell a story. And that motto absolutely encapsulates what is BioWare. Founded originally by 6 individuals, half of which were medical doctors, started out on their first game called Shattered Steel. This would eventually come out in 1996 with a modest success, laying the groundwork for the company to continue on. The founders and staff were a massive pen and paper RPG lovers, so they knew the next game they wanted to work on would be an RPG. So they began developing something. These guys were smart. They knew how to sell software. And what they did was develop something, and then they would take that and try to move out and sell it to people. Very, very intelligent business approach. So what they did is they developed a software demo called Battleground Infinity and shared it with publishers to see if they could gain some interest. Interplay, a company around the time, and if you play old RPGs, you see that name pop up a lot, responded by saying the engine would be great for a Dungeons & Dragons game, which they had ironically just acquired the license to. BioWare went back and reworked this Battleground Infinity engine to work with D&D's rule set, and the resulting work would become Baldur's Gate. It is this 3-year development title that would really put BioWare on the map. The engine used, now known as the Infinity Engine, would be the foundation for the creation of Planescape Torment and the Icewind Dale games. Baldur's Gate sold more than 2 million copies, which is an extreme success back then after its release, nearly matching Blizzard's sales for Diablo, which came out around the same time. It is here in Baldur's Gate that we begin to see BioWare making characters that we really fall in love with and care about. I'm talking about you, Minsc, you crazy son of a bitch. BioWare would continue on to develop games for Interplay, one of which being MDK2, giving BioWare their first experience with a console development team, as the game was released originally on Dreamcast and PlayStation 2. It would also develop a 2 million selling Baldur's Gate 2, but regrettably, the success of MDK2 and Baldur's Gate 2 would not keep Interplay afloat, and they would eventually file bankruptcy. But luckily, BioWare would continue on making games for a little company you guys might have heard of called Atari. Atari would help them publish the titles Neverwinter Nights and something, I don't know, you guys might have heard about it. It's called Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. And of course, another game called Jade Empire. All of these games are massive fan favorites. People go nuts for these games. And it is with Knights of the Old Republic we see BioWare really move into their own. They really adapt this the world depends upon you and your best friends kind of storytelling. This brings us up to 2007. It is in 2007 that we start talking about Mass Effect. As usual, when talking about the creation of these games, we like to talk about the people that made it possible. With Mass Effect series, that would be Casey Hudson. He was the director for the first 3 Mass Effect titles, as well as Knights of the Old Republic, and worked on Neverwinter Nights, Baldur's Gate 2, and Jade Empire. Development began in early 2004, and they aimed for the Xbox 360 due to the familiarity with working with the Xbox on Knights of the Old Republic. Developed using the Unreal Engine 3, the team wanted to ensure that they were creating a big and memorable story. They also knew that they, from the get-go, would be working on a trilogy, and that Mass Effect was the first installment. Hudson mentions the way they were approaching the series would allow for a level of intensity and cinematic power in the hands of the player. It was also a massive focus for the whole team that they understood the world they were creating was believable and something somebody could get fully immersed into. While it's sci-fi, and there's a balance here that I want to talk about shortly. When you're talking sci-fi, it's hard to not make sci-fi cheesy because you're trying to make the unbelievable believable. You're taking fantasy, science fiction, you're talking about fantasy here, something that's not real, and make it, because it's based on science, realistic. It's very hard to do. And, in my opinion, Star Trek's one of the only franchises that actually nails it without getting a little bit fun and corny. This was seen, this goal of reality to their world was seen with the writers. The lead writer being Drew Karpyshyn, who came from the Old Republic team and developed the most of the dialogue for Mass Effect. He states that there was over 20,000 lines of spoken dialogue in Mass Effect 1, which he stated would make about 20 movies or 4 to 5 full novels worth of text. This is just mind-blowing. Games don't do this. Games don't talk this much, guys. This amount of story is what makes the series shine so well. It is what makes Mass Effect feel like a second home to so many people. It takes the emptiness of the galaxy and makes it feel warm and inviting. Films such as Star Wars, Alien, Blade Runner, Star Trek, and Starship Troopers were all notable influence on the atmosphere and artistic elements of the game, but I really have to give credit to Star Trek. The way that people live on the ship in Star Trek and the way that the races interact with each other, it's so present in Mass Effect, and you can tell that it was where a lot of love came from when making this game. We move on to the development of the most important character in the galaxy, Shepard. Shepard is uniquely designed in comparison to most other characters in video games, and the genius behind the design of Shepard is that he's a man. or a woman. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. It all depends on how you make the character at the start of Mass Effect. Both the male and female models are not only told exactly the same, they're both fully voiced by Mark Meer and Jennifer Hale, respectfully, of course. And Jennifer Hale, you've heard her before, she was Naomi Hunter in Metal Gear. Additionally, by choosing the last name for the player's character, the rest of the world can fully voice and interact with the character that the players made. It's real simple. The fact that this world is based on, or this story rather, is based on a militaristic point of view and theme, it's a very at-home element for people to refer to you as your last name constantly. So you can name your character whatever you want. You could be Zigguroy, it could be Joe Schmo, but it always ends with Shepard. So when the characters are talking to you, they're always talking to you. You get to be Shepard you want to be, but all the characters will respond to you in a meaningful way and not do the stuff that we see in other games. For example, let's talk about World of Warcraft. They always refer to you as Commander, Hero, Champion. They don't call you by your last name or by your first name. They don't do that. Or let's talk about Diablo 3. They refer to you as Nephilim. They never call you by name. And while that's neat that they got voice acting to be able to refer to the player's character, you still feel a little bit disconnected because everybody's kind of got like this weird title for you. Nobody really is referring to you by who you are. That's different with Shepard. You are Shepard, and it means something. The marketing for Mass Effect was nothing too loud. This was at a time where video games didn't get a lot of commercials out there. Although the game was street dated, there was a little bit of drama that did add to its marketing success. In Australia, the street date was broken almost unilaterally across the entire country by 4 days. This actually caused a lot of commotion, helping the sales for this game quite a bit. Additionally, the game came into the press a little bit after its launch, due to the romance options within the game leading to partial nudity scenes. But our boy Jeff Keighley, we talked about him a lot in the last History of Gaming series, was interviewed on Fox News over the situation, and basically people said that the game was extremely pornographically intense. Which is ridiculous. He challenged everybody's accuracy of their claims by saying, have you actually played the game? And which of course they had not. And most of the people that he spoke with in that interview actually went and played the game and said, I was completely told something different. This game is nowhere close to what people were explaining to me. I'm glad Jeff Keighley sticks his neck out as much as he does. The he's a fantastic reporter, and he stands up for what gaming should be about. Good on him. Mass Effect receives many awards across its time period, including VGA's Best RPG, RPG of the Year, Interactive Achievement, Best RPG from IGN, New York Times Game of the Year. And although the one that we mostly know is the Video Game Awards, it did not win 2007 Video Game Awards Game of the Year. And the reason why is because the game that won was BioShock. Mass Effect launched November 20th, 2007 for the Xbox 360. It currently holds a 91% on Metacritic, and it shares its launch year with the following games: Portal, BioShock, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, Assassin's Creed, Halo 3, Crysis, Super Mario Galaxy, Uncharted Drake's Fortune, The Witcher 1, God of War 2, and Team Fortress 2. It might be said that 2007 was one of the greatest years in video game history. But with that being said, let us go ahead and get into the gameplay of Mass Effect. Welcome. Let's get this up and moving here. And let's go ahead and pause this music real quick. Like I said, PC version, a little bit wonky. I have to run some modifications to make sure that this game operates properly. But I think I got it. Come on, big bucks, no whammies. There we go. There we go. Get out of here, Origin. Nobody wants to talk to you. There we go. Alright. Perfect. So here you go. Mass Effect 1. Oh boy, this game is hard to run on PC. If you guys are looking to play this, I definitely suggest picking it up on a console, whether it be PlayStation or Xbox 360, what have you. But let's double check the downloadable content. Here you guys go. We, in this series, will be playing absolutely everything. Every single time I have to switch scenes, I'm going to have to do this. Everything as far as DLC is concerned. We will be covering it all in this series. So, when talking Mass Effect 1, that means we need to make sure we do Bring Down the Sky and Pinnacle Station. So, Batarian extremists have hijacked a mobile asteroid station from the galaxy map, travel to Exodus Cluster, enter the Asgard system, and land on asteroid X-57 to stop it before it crashes into Terra Nova. That is one of the DLC missions we'll make sure that we're doing. And then Pinnacle Station, visit the military training center at the Pinnacle Station and engage in a series of combat simulations. From the galaxy map, travel to Argus Row Cluster, enter the Phoenix system, and board Pinnacle Station. So there we go. Those two are definitely in here. Ooh. I hope that's not like a continued thing. Like, the hitbox for that button was a little weird. Alright, so we're going to start up a brand new career. This is where it starts, ladies and gentlemen. And I wish this, hold on, let's see something. This is supposed to be... Yes, it's supposed to be in windowed mode. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Here's hoping. Why does this have to pop up every single time?
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested.
One second, guys. Mods, I saw your guys' question in, all thing. Kinda. I'll state it now. So, Origins is the new Clippy. I see you're trying to play a video game. Would you like some help with that? So we'll go ahead and we'll cover it now. So for History of Gaming, we always try to avoid spoilers. If somebody new comes in the channel and starts talking about parts they like of this game, cool. Just let them know, like, hey, you know, some people are watching this for the first time, and we do play it ignorantly. I do play these games what I refer to as pseudo-blind. If you're playing a game blind, that means you actually don't know what's coming, and you don't want help. You want to go into it blind. I say pseudo-blind because I have played this game before. I do know what's coming up, but I'm going to act like I don't, because what I'm doing is creating a version of the game and uploading it to YouTube, and it's going to be something that's permanent, and I want to encourage people who don't have the opportunity to play it or don't feel like they have the time to sit down and enjoy it, be able to play it and experience it like you would for the first time, and me going through and going, oh, this part's cool, just like in a movie. It sucks. So I avoid doing that, and it's awesome if the chat does that too, if they, you know, help people that are here live not get it ruined for them that, you know, are enjoying it for the first time. But at the same time, though, I don't want to ban people over it or rarely time out. Just give them a chance. Because if somebody decides to spoil a whole bunch of shit after we said, hey, you know, some folks are watching this for the first time, let's not, like, go too crazy on spoilers. If we ask them nicely and then they do a bunch of shit to piss us off, well, then we have a different reason to ban them. But at the same time, though, we do have a rule here in the channel about spoilers. For TV shows, it's 1 week. If the next episode of your TV show comes out and you haven't watched the previous one, you don't care about the TV show enough. Let people talk about spoilers. I'm looking at you guys, people who take 3 weeks to watch an episode of frickin' Game of Thrones. 2, movies, you got a month. If you don't want to see a movie within a month of it coming out in theaters, it's not a priority. Let people talk about spoilers. In video games, I say 3 months, just because it costs more money to buy a video game, and they take longer to get through. And, of course, all the Mass Effect games have been out for longer than 3 months. So I don't want to punish anybody for ever talking about spoilers within this franchise. But at the same time, it'd be cool if we avoided them. But let's not ban over it, though. Cool? Cool. Alright. Now, see, this sucks, man. I have to click out every single time to be able to switch the scene, which is going to stop the music, which I really don't like that, but it is what it is. Let me see if I can do something about it. Not working. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to do this. Alright.
Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Due to your covert N7 status, ID records are incompatible. Please confirm identity from the records below or register manually. So we're gonna do a new ID. We're gonna do a custom mail.
Please log in to access your profile.
Hacker man, no. I'm in. Vote is 7-1 and vote in favor of Paragon. Nice. All right. Did we just go with Zig? We just going with Zigguroy? You know what? Since Paragon's winning, let's go with Zigguroy, because Zigguroy isn't spelled like that. Is always my paladin character, so we'll start there. All right. We're gonna log in. Here we go. All right, we're in there. What? No.
Warning. Data corruption detected.
Shit! Fuck! My memory
Please
card.
reconstruct profile.
Shit.
Confirm pre-service history.
All right, so when we're doing it this way, we get to go through and reconstruct your background story, which is real cool. So we get to decide what is our pre-service history. So are we a spacer? Both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from position to posting, from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you have enlisted at the age of 18. You were born, or we could do a colonist. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor and slaughtered your entire family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol and you enlisted with the military a few years later. And then Earthbound. You were an orphan raised on the streets of the greatest megatropolises covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. I personally like the idea of Earthborn, you know? OG, I'm from Earth. I like it because at a certain point in the game, you know, we might or may not be concerned with what's going on with Earth. And I think it'd be cool to be like, it's my home. I'm human.
Confirm psychological profile.
Psychological profile. Absolute maniac. Murderer of minis. Sole survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all of those around you fell, and now you are alone. You alone are left to tell the tale. We have War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance fleet. Or Ruthless. Throughout your military career, you have you have held fast to one basic rule: get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. Chat saying War Hero? Alright, War Hero.
Confirm military specialization.
Now, so this is where things get kind of difficult. In later games, the classes get a little bit more playable. But in Mass Effect 1, the classes are not all super, like, balanced and easy to play. So, but the good news is you can pick one class in Mass Effect 1 and definitely change it when you get into a later Mass Effect at a later time. So I do think we will go with Soldier. Soldier makes things real easy as far as making sure you always have the tools to be able to get out of a firefight. And so long as you bring your other teammates with you that take care of biotic stuff and technological stuff, you're pretty well balanced. Now, that's true for any of these classes. You could take Engineer, which is the tech spec, and then make sure that you have somebody who's a soldier in your party and then somebody with biotics. Or you could be the biotic and have somebody who's tech and soldier. So you could always figure it out. And then Infiltrator is a combination, I believe, of Engineer and Soldier. Sentinel is a combination of Engineer and Adept. And Vanguard is a combination of Soldier and Adept. So basically what you have here is your Warrior, your Rogue, and your Mage is really what these refer to, and then your combinations thereof. If I remember correctly, so when I first played this through my entire way through, I always played Soldier. Rebel Red, one of the guys you see in chat every now and again, one of our mods, I think you went Vanguard almost exclusively throughout the entire franchise. In later games, I think we'll wind up going Vanguard, because the reality is in this game, like, all of the spells you get from Adept are just the same. Every Adept, every biotics using class has the same spells available to them from the Adept school, and same thing with Engineer. So when you go Vanguard, you're just somebody who can use half the Adept spells and half the guns. And the same thing with Sentinel, like, you use half of Engineering and half of Adept. But when we get into Mass Effect 2 and we get into Mass Effect 3, each of these classes are uniquely different. For example, the Soldier, they make it really awesome because you get like a whole extra weapon slot, I think, or you get access to specific weapons that nobody else can even touch in the game, while Vanguard has like a teleporting shoulder slam that is like real Juggernaut bullshit, and it's just real cool. It's real cool. So we might change up, but for this first game, let's go ahead and go Soldier for Mass Effect 1. This one's gonna be kind of rough to get through anyways.
Confirm facial identification.
Alright, I don't want to be the typical John Shepard. So, let's, but I also, if you put too much time into this face machine, you're gonna wind up with absolute, you're gonna hate your face. This is gonna be a nightmare. I'm clicking here. Ugh. Alright, first things first, we gotta get... Where's the beard? Why is it so... I forgot. I think my original character, I had chops on him. I did chops the whole way through. Alright. Let's go. We might have to play with the resolution settings, because I'm having to click like off of stuff to the side to be able to actually click on things, and it's driving me insane. As you guys can see, I'm like not right on top of the actual arrows. Yeah! Yeah! Dark beard! His eyes look just so bad. I mean, that's all right. Facial structure. Much easier if I just use the keyboard. Yeah, let's go with our Viking guy. Pale as possible. Neck thickness. The thickest neck. Ronnie with the bits. I think it's all right. We're all right. We gotta change his eye color though. All right, chat. I need your help. Rebel Red knows what I need. All right. Are these eyes blue or purple? Zig's colorblind. Those are purple. I want it like a bright blue. Is that blue? I know, every single time. Rebel Red's completely right. So, like, we always talk about, like, you spend all this time trying to make your character look cool, and then you get into a scene, and the very first scene, you're like, didn't realize his face was so fucking ugly. Thank you for the bits. That's really purple? Is that really purple? It's not like a light blue? I guess that's the closest right there we're gonna get. Because that's like kind of greenish to me. So, like in old D&D and Baldur's Gate, and like whenever I made Zigguroy the Paladin, he always had as long of head and beard hair. It was pitch black with like super, super blue eyes. So I'm trying to do his best with that on here as possible. Like he's got, see, like look at his lips. I always feel like their lips are like, they're always duck facing. I always felt like the mouth is duck facing. Oh god. Oh, that's duck face for sure. I hate that mouth. The mouth makes me want to like start a war. Howdy. I think that's pretty good. Am I gonna do it, chat? Am I gonna make the first face that I don't hate?
Confirm facial identification.
That doesn't look bad, right? What do you guys think? I think it looks alright. Huh? Can I get those ears down? That is the cold, soulless eyes of a murderer. Ear size. Ear orientation. He identifies as mayonnaise. No, Rebel Red. We've done it. Alright, we want giant ears. But so long as they don't stick out, they're fine. We're gonna go with medium-sized ears. I'm telling you, this guy... I need to be able to, like... I need to be able to see him, like, from the true profile. Not like just... He's like, here's my good side, here's my other good side. And then they get him into a conversation and he's like... And there's a giant tumor under his chin that we never saw. All right, we're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. I have faith.
Confirm facial identification.
All right. I have faith.
Profile reconstruction complete.
We zoomed out a little bit. It looked all right. I just realized something. Kinda. I have a little bit. I just created somebody. I just created a very popular streamer. A little bit. Not ridiculously, like, accurate. But I just recreated a very popular streamer. Can anybody guess who it is? Who ironically actually really likes the Mass Effect series. He's a huge Mass Effect fanboy. I'll give you guys just a second, alright? I'll give you till I'm done with my water bottle here, which is about halfway done. 100 runes if you can guess the streamer that we kind of just made. Come on, you guys gotta guess it. Who is it? Reichland just got it. We just made Gassy Mexican. Reichland got it. He looks... His eyes are a little bit squintier. But that hair and beard, that's Gassy Mexican, man. We just made Gassy Mexican on accident. You also can't tell in this shot, but I'm pretty sure Gassy's got brown eyes, not blue eyes. Yeah, if I could make the beard thicker. Totally.
Confirm facial identification.
See, the eyes look fine here, but I think Rebel Red's right. I think these eyes are going to come out super Asian when we're in cinematics. What's wrong with all these eyes, man? I kind of need to know, because the facial animations for
facial identification.
For Mass Effect 1 are kind of crazy with the eyes. So what I really need to do is just match murder face. I'm going to leave the poll up until we get to the
identification.
First decision. Belly. I need the eyes that our murderous maniac default guy has.
Confirm facial identification.
That ain't it.
Confirm military specialization.
No.
Confirm facial identification.
I don't know, what do you guys think about those eyes, right? Like, I feel like... No, they look weird.
Confirm facial identification.
They look weird. This is the problem, guys. I don't know, now that I look away for a second and come back to it. Those eyes look super fine. but at a distance. I'm going to go with the number 1 eyes because I feel like that's our best chance.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Is it because he's looking down right now? So it just looks Asian? It's Asian.
Confirm facial identification.
He's got like this Italian nose, Asian eyes, gassy Mexican's hair.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Alright, we're going with that. I don't give a shit how it turns out. We're going with that. We'll just laugh at it through all of Mass Effect 1 and then I'll spruce it up in 2.
Identification confirmed.
Combat difficulty, just leave it on normal. Auto level up, we'll have that off. Target assist, leave it on normal because I don't know how it does target assist. We'll fix it later. Squad power usage, yeah, go ahead. Subtitles, yes. Auto save, yes. Here we go, boys.
Well, what about Shepard? Earthborn, but no record of his family.
Doesn't have one. He was raised on the streets, learned to look out for himself.
He proved himself during the Blitz. Held off enemy forces on the ground until reinforcements arrived.
He's the only reason Elysium is still standing.
We can't question his courage.
Humanity needs a hero, and Shepard's the best we've got.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling traveling to the furthest stars. The basis of this incredible technology was forced to that controlled the very fabric of space and time. This the greatest discovery in human history, the civilization of the galaxy. Call it Mass Effect. And I swear to God, it keeps popping up. Oh my God. If I can find a way to stop that, guys, I will.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence. Commander. We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot, acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Kind of went out of your way to push that person.
The board is green. Approach run has begun.
He doesn't look bad. He looks a little angry there, but he looks alright.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1.
Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
No, I agree with him. Don't believe the official story. People,
They don't send Spectres on shakedown runs.
So there's more going on here than the captain's letting on.
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
All right. So I'm going to take care of some stuff real quick here before we get off. This is the first chance I have. Let's jump in. How you doing, Old Snake? How you doing, man? Let's save the game. I want to try something here. Because we're having some technical difficulties with the way that, like, the hitbox for buttons is lining up and stuff like that. I ain't digging it. Also, this overlay, let me go ahead and fix this too. Application settings. No one know any notifications. None. Already got Paragon points, you're right. We did. Belly, we turned it off. The pull should be off. If it starts up again, let me know. Thanks for the bits, Ronnie. Dude, you got a big ass. I know. Bigger than the planet. Origin in-game. Enable Origin in-game. Enable Edge. It's starting. All right. Well, you just tied it up. Let's see here. So that's all good now. Close that. And you find there is a configuration file I need to launch real quick. Where is it? There was a program that allowed you to, there it is. It's set. Try this again. Oh, you're talking about the hat? No, I actually have like a really, like very few hats actually fit me. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. This ain't working right. See, it's not. Why is it going 1680 by 1050? Okay. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Go full screen. But like, do borderless window. Come on. Old games, man. They're such a pain in the ass on PC. Those buttons line up better. Oh. Did I get it? No! Oh god. Playing the song now. Okay. I had this all fixed last night. It was working great, and now it doesn't. 1920 by 1080. There it goes. Some more bits. Bringing yourself up to first place, Josh. Thank you for the bits. Now it's showing 1920 by 1080. It doesn't make any sense. Alright, we're just gonna roll with it. Alright. Oh, this ain't that bad. The mouse is pretty good.
Just saw him. He marched by like he was on a mission.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged, right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, sir. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family. My grandfather fought in the First Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. But it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board. especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
Alright. So that ain't bad.
I grew up on Eden Prime, Doc. It's not the kind of place...
Let's see, how am I going to be able to...
Roughly 1,200 years ago, the Turians were invited to join the Citadel Council to fulfill the role of galactic peacekeepers. The Turians have the largest fleet in Citadel space, and they make up the single largest portion of the Council's military forces. As their territory and influence has spread, the Turians have come to rely on the Solarians for military intelligence and the Asari for diplomacy. Despite a somewhat colonial attitude towards the rest of the galaxy, the ruling hierarchy understands they would lose more than they would gain if the other two races were ever removed. Turians come from an autocratic society that values discipline and possesses a strong sense of personal and collective honor. There is lingering animosity between Turians and humans over the First Contact War of 2157, which is known as the Relay 314 incident to the Turians. Officially, however, the two species are allies, and they enjoy civil, if cool, diplomatic relations. Humanity's first contact with an alien race occurred in 2157. At that time, the Alliance allowed survey fleets to activate any dormant mass relays discovered, a practice considered dangerous and irresponsible by Council-aligned races. When a Turian patrol discovered a human fleet attempting to activate a relay, they attacked. One human vessel survived, retreating to the colony of Shanxi. The Turians followed, quickly defeating the local forces. Shanxi was occupied, the first and to date only human world to be conquered by an alien species. The Turians believed the handful of ships they defeated represented the bulk of human defenses, so they were unprepared when the Second Fleet, under Admiral Castany Drescher, launched a strong counteroffensive, evicting them from Shanxi. The Turians mobilized for full-scale war, drawing the attention of the rest of the galaxy. The Council quickly intervened, forcing a truce. Fortunately for humanity, the First Contact War was ended with a diplomatic solution. The Systems Alliance is an independent supranational government representing the interests of humanity as a whole. The Alliance is responsible for the governance and defense of all extrasolar colonies and stations. The Alliance grew out of the various national space programs as a matter of practicality. Sol's planets had been explored and exploited through piecemeal national efforts. The expense of colonizing entire new solar systems could not be met by any one country. With humans knowing that alien contact was inevitable, there was enough political will to jointly fund an international effort. Still, the Alliance was often disregarded by those on Earth until the First Contact War. While the national governments dithered and bickered over who should lead the effort to liberate Shanxi, the Alliance fleet struck decisively. Post-war public approval gave the Alliance the credibility to establish its own parliament and become the galactic face of humanity.
Here you go.
Rough.
Man, this is such a pain. I'm gonna be like off center on everything. Alright, so that's one of the best things about this franchise is that they put a lot of effort into making sure that all of the dialogue is voice acted as much as possible. Sucks. I can't decide how we're gonna have to play this. Because for my buttons to line up properly, I need to run it in windowed mode with pseudo full screening. Okay, so for me to be able to... You guys can't. I can't do it right now. For me to be able to change scenes while we're playing the game, I have to be able to do this, essentially. I have to be able to click out of the game. To be able to do that, I have to have it in windowed mode. And if it's in window mode and I'm trying to get it to go full screen so you guys don't see the bar at the top, oh my god, what a goddamn nightmare. And the worst part is, like, I could stand just playing it in windowed mode if I could just capture the game and let you guys see it. But you can't game capture this game. So I have to window capture, I have to monitor capture it. You know what? Until we get to combat, since this game's mostly story, I'm just running with no face cam. Speak to the captain, alright. Look at the talent to spend points and improve that ability. I also have the talent and information select squad member to spend their points. I think we want to go assault rifles. Combat armor. Assault train to increase weapon damage, melee damage, I like that. Ooh, I like increased health. Alright. Got some level ups going. Oh, you know what? Let's take off the film grain. Let's see if we like that or not.
It's crazy. The captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Try this.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool, even under fire.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very peaceful, Commander. They've been real careful with development, so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Any idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there. There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the real mission to start.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself in the Blitz. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
You're young, Corporal. You have a long career ahead of you. Don't do something stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm not gonna screw this up.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah!
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
What about?
I'm interested in this world we're going to. Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
I've never been there.
But you know of it. It's become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
If you've got something to say, just say it.
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
Ready for my foot in your ass?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir.
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
You held off an enemy assault during the Blitz single-handed. You showed not only courage, but also incredible skill. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
Why is this beacon so important?
I thought we were going to talk about bacon.
Galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
The Attican Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
What's wrong, Joker?
It's mission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5. Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
All right. All right. Let's do this. I'm going to do something real quick that might be able to work. One, Rickwee, thank you for the host. Bringing over some of Rickwee's peeps. Mass Effect, woo! Exactly. Let me get some music going here while we welcome folks. Everybody go ahead and give, if you can, a good old Zig cheers. Zig SNS for old Rickwee and his boys. And girls. Going to...
Rickwee for what?
Thank you for the resub. That's 5 months in a row, baby. Took you 60 hours. I need to go back and finish that. AJ, thank you for the follow. I'm going to do something here real quick. Call this one... I think I have a solution. And it's actually going to be Stream Deck that helps us do it. Would be dope. Let's see here. OBS. Do the PC gaming one. Rid of the tip cup. Alright folks, we're gonna get right back into it. I'm just trying to find a way to be able to make this work right. You know, I wanted to look as good as possible for you guys. Just be, literal flaming two-handed hammer that produces tornadoes of fire. Is that for the, is that for, the Titan? Bim Shep is only Shep? Incorrect. Bim Shep is half of Shep. One of the most beautiful games about this, beautiful things about this game is the fact that they did. That Shepard is both male and female at the same time. I absolutely adore that. I think that's so smart. My wife adores this game because they did that. So smart. Stream boss. Now if I do this, it's kind of there's no transition button, which is a real shame, but I'm gonna test something here real quick, guys. And we're just gonna leave all this in on the YouTube series because I want you all to know exactly what I'm dealing with here. Do I need to go? I think I just need to come out of studio mode for this game. I think that's the difference. Because this still won't work. What a nightmare. Who puts their desktop icons like that? Somebody who's using a computer before you were probably born. Back when that's the way it was by default. No, Stream Deck works great, Rickway. The problem is like, I use studio mode for a lot of things so that it's just like, studio mode makes things a lot cleaner. But, to be able to use studio mode, you have to be able to use control, like hotkeys and stuff like that. And to do that, you have to have a video game that doesn't hijack your complete keyboard usage. So, oh my god, I didn't set it up right. Stream Deck's great. Stream Deck's doing everything great. It's just the way that I do everything isn't working right way. And then we'll add one last scene here for cam. Then that'll allow me to Alt-Tab out when I need to. I think I got it fixed. And then when I need to go off screen, we do that. It just doesn't have a transition, which sucks. But hey, this works better. Works better. I mean, like, Stream Deck works great with studio mode. You just can't have a game that hijacks your fucking controls, man. If this damn game would just go into borderless window mode the right way, I could do all this just fine. But it's gonna be a pain in the ass. Click on the... Yep, I already know this. We can auto level up, but what do I want him to do? Let's level up, throw, and decryption. For him. Oh yeah, this guy? I remember this guy. The journal. Head to the dig site. Okay. What do we got? We got some...
Roughly 1,200...
Turians we already know about.
50,000 years ago, the Protheans were the only spacefaring species in the galaxy. They vanished in a swift galactic extinction. Only the legacy of their empire remains. They are believed to have built the mass relays and the Citadel, which have allowed numerous species to explore and expand throughout the galaxy. Prothean ruins are found on worlds across the galaxy. While surprisingly intact for their age, functioning examples of Prothean paleotechnology are rare. Time and generations of looters have picked their dead cities and derelict stations clean. Some believe the Protheans meddled in the evolution of younger races. The Hanar homeworld of Kadje, for example, shows clear evidence of former Prothean occupation. The presence of a former Prothean observation post on Mars has caused a rebirth of interventionary evolutionists among humans. These individuals believe the god myths of ancient civilizations are misremembered encounters with aliens.
Nice. Alright. This is driving me nuts up here. I've done this. I've done this. Now go away. I did this. I see the tutorials. I see it. I see... There. Done. Good God. Welcome back, Sparks. Alright. Alright, we'll go over that save. Alright.
This place got hit hard, Commander.
Alright, so R is boom buttons. Forgot you don't reload on this one. You just like wait a second and it brings it back down. I want to be moved over just a smidge. Rick with the bit. Come on, pop back in. There you go, that'll work. What this? What this? Nice. Nice. Clearly they got burnt. Jenkins, Jesus Christ. Idiot. Moron. Absolute moron.
Negative contacts, Commander. Ripped right through his shields. Never had a chance.
We'll see that he receives a proper service once the mission is complete. But I need you to stay focused.
Aye, aye, sir.
You're walking, press Z to run. I guess shift is to sprint. Where's my, Where's the controls? No, back. Alright, so equip, that's all. Okay, shit, storm is what they call it, running. Toggle movement speed, crouch to left control, that makes sense. So fire, zoom, okay, change zoom level, E, it's for sniper rifles. Grenades are, terrible button for that. First aid is F, draw holster, okay. Okay, so the F keys is the weapons. Shotgun, there's my, and there's me sniper rifle. We're in business, baby. Can also use the mouse, got it.
Some burned out buildings here, Shepard.
I have to take off that R for fucking grenades, man. What other button could I use? Is G being used by anything? Because, I mean, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. There we go. Now I can hit R and not feel bad about it. I can just hit R and pretend like I'm reloading, but I'm not. Because, you know, guys, R stands for grenade. Yeah, grenades are fucking useless in this game, too. I threw them on G, they're out of the way. Moisturized units of joints. Motorized joint units. Butt units. What? Equip your sniper rifle and shoot the gas-back creatures ahead of you. Press on spacebar to pause the game and begin weapon. Whoa! What? This is cool. Click any of the weapon icons near Shepard's name to equip the weapon. You can switch weapons for any squad member this way. Release spacebar to resume the game. Alright, this part's pretty cool. I like this. Douche! So it's so fun, like my wife, she really hated the controls for Mass Effect 1, and every time I'd come in the room, I'd see this. Just always crouched. Just always crouched. And I'm like, she's like, don't take me out of crouch. I'll just wind back up in it. Leave me alone. So funny. Constantly crouched.
I think we got it, Commander.
Now remember, folks, this came out in 2007. We're talking 11 years ago. Game's pretty old. Ow. Geth Trooper. Ah.
Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams of the 212. You the one in charge here, sir?
Are you wounded, Williams?
A few scrapes and burns, nothing serious. The others weren't so lucky. Oh man. We were patrolling the perimeter when the attack hit. We tried to get off a distress call, but they cut off our communications. I've been fighting for my life ever since.
Where's the rest of your squad?
We tried to double back to the beacon, but we walked into an ambush. I don't think any of the others... I think I'm the only one left.
You abandoned them! Here's the thing, I know what kind of person you are, Ashley. Don't want to hate you. We're gonna ignore this option.
Any idea what kind of enemy we're facing?
I think they're Geth.
The Geth haven't been seen outside the Veil in nearly 200 years. Why are they here now?
They must have come for the beacon. The dig site is close, just over that rise. It might still be there.
We could use your help, Williams.
Aye, aye, sir. It's time for payback.
What else do you know about the Geth?
Just what I remember from history class back in school. They're synthetics, non-organic life forms with limited AI programming, created by the Quarians a few centuries ago. They were supposed to be a source of cheap labor, but ended up turning on the Quarians and drove them into exile. Well, after that, they just kind of disappeared behind the Perseus Veil. Nobody's really heard much from them since.
Describe what happened leading up to the attack.
We were sent out a couple of nights ago from the main colony to secure the area. Seemed like a routine patrol, until the Geth hit us. We never knew they were coming.
What happened to the researchers at the dig site?
I don't know. They set up camp near the beacon. The 232 was with them. Maybe their unit fared better than mine.
Have you seen a Turian Spectre around here?
There aren't any Turians on Eden Prime. None that I've ever met. Not sure I'd be able to tell if one was a Spectre anyway.
If you saw this guy, you'd know. Carries enough firepower to wipe out a whole platoon. Luckily, he's on our side.
Sorry. Like I said, no Turians.
Move out.
Recovered items, alright. Pressing I opens the equipment screen, which allows you to switch and modify the weapons, armor, and other items used by your squad. Let's go to the equipment screen now. Equip the pistol Ashley gave you by clicking on the pistol icon. Okay. Double-click the weapon to equip it, then click the ammo upgrade slot to install your ammo. The ammo upgrade slot is located above the damage bar in the equip select. She didn't give me a pistol, dude. She gave me a Banshee just now. Does the game not realize that? She gave me a Banshee just now. Okay. Equipped item, selected item. Okay, so equip the Banshee. Every weapon has at least one weapon and one ammo upgrade slot. Click the weapon icon to access weapon upgrades for this weapon. Click the bullet icon to access ammo upgrades. Here's the thing. And this is way different than it is on console. There we go. Plus 10% smash damage by equipping that to my armor. We good. Different good, different bad is a good question. So this right here, I really, really, really like this.
Heading out.
I really like that quite a lot. A lot more than the way it was on the console. This whole, you just hold spacebar to like give commands. Oh, this is beautiful. This is like way beautiful compared to the console version. This menu is way more complicated, but on the console version, it's super complicated there too. Ow! My foot got caught. Also, I said it in my head. I didn't say it out. Lady Gaga's welcome. How you doing? I just realized it. Like, I didn't say anything. I feel terrible. I'm sorry. How you doing? How's your day? Click the filter tabs to switch between item types. Select an item from the list of available models and click the equip button to wield it. Click the Omni-Gel button to permanently convert the selected item into the Omni-Gel. Click or equip to... Okay, cool. I'm wondering if maybe like I should just hardline with an Ethernet cable my Xbox 360. I'll decide all that offline, and if we decide to do it offline, what I'll do is get up to the point where we saved on this playthrough on my 360 offline, and we'll pick up on the 360 if I decide to do that. I'll take a look at it. We'll see. I don't know. See what my options are. Lady Goggles knows. She knows I wouldn't do it on purpose. I'm like, my head's in a million different places. I'm completely like... I have this entire setup completely different than what I'm used to. Like, I am just not pleased with the way that this game is streaming. And it's all because Origin has to do shit the way it does shit. You have to say, this looks really good on PC, though. It looks really good. The fact that you can't use a controller is a real upset. Yeah, I actually already had Origin access. I didn't realize it. And I went in there and they were like, yeah, you got all 3 of these games for free. That dude got shish kebabbed. Run to the waypoint and take cover behind the rock. Cover protects you from enemy fire. You just run into it. Trigger by pushing against the rock with your weapon drawn. Move to the edge of the rock by pushing and press the left mouse button to fire from cover. Press the right button. You have to admit, the shoot 'em parts of this game is going to be a lot better with mouse and keyboard. Weird. Like, it felt like I wasn't even hitting him. Come on, shield. Pop back in. Thank God I remapped my aim.
Contacts, Commander.
I have been, or not my aim, my grenade button. I've been hitting R like non-stop. Alright, take it all. Look, the filter tabs. What? Those are the filter tabs, right? Light armor? No. Alright, so we got a hammer and a reaper. Whip that one. Okay, so we got some upgrades there. Do this versus synthetics? Absolutely. Dude. Alright, what do you want me to... You want me to eat something? There, I made that gun into Omni-Gel. What? What do you want me to do? How annoying! Alright. I know how to level up. Charm and Intimidate. If I remember correctly, Intimidate's... Yeah, it's all Renegade, Charm's all Paragon. Assault Training. Increase that. Restore a portion of your shields even while you're under fire. Let's go double soldier. All that extra health. I love it. Okay. Auto level up those. Continue to the dig site. Okay. Back to access detailed tutorials, click the secondary tab, then the plus sign next to the player's tutorial. Now go away! I did it! Now go away.
The Geth are a humanoid race of networked AIs. They were created by the Quarians 300 years ago as tools of labor and war. When the Geth showed signs of self-evolution, the Quarians attempted to exterminate them. The Geth won the resulting war. This example has led to legal, systematic repression of artificial intelligences in galactic society. The Geth possess a unique distributed intelligence. An individual has rudimentary animal instincts, but as their numbers and proximity increase, the apparent intelligence of each individual improves. In groups, they can reason, analyze situations, and use tactics, as well as any organic race. Geth space is located at the trailing end of the Perseus Arm, beyond the lawless Terminus systems. The Perseus Veil, an obscuring dark nebula of opaque gas and dust, lies between their space and the Terminus systems. Combat hard suits, kinetic.
Cool. We're not going to listen to absolutely every single one of those lines, but we will listen to a lot of them, though. Investigate it, Shepard.
This is the dig site. The beacon was right here. It must have been moved.
By who? Our side or the Geth?
Hard to say. Maybe we'll know more after we check out the research camp.
You think anyone got out of here alive?
If they were lucky. Maybe hiding up in the camp. It's just on the top of this ridge, up the ramps.
Okay.
Press F6. Shepard. There's a small spaceport up ahead. I want to check it out. I'll wait for you there.
You know, you could have met up with us, dude. Alright, we came from that direction. So let's wrap up around this right here.
Looks like they hit the camp hard.
Gonna hit you hard.
Good place for an ambush. Keep your guard up. Oh God, they're still alive.
What did the Geth do to them?
Press G to throw a grenade. Wait for time detonations for G to detonate. He blew up over the top of us and landed behind us. It's hilarious.
Perimeter clear. We thought this world was safe until the Geth showed up.
Eden Prime will never be the same again.
Never be the same again. Close quarters. Bring out the shotgun. Bringing out the shotgun. Medium Turian armor. I forgot about that. Different armor for different races, you know? It makes sense. All of our bodies ain't the same. Yes, a crate! Oh, I forgot how much you swim in gear in this game. They give you too much gear. They do. Never thought I would say that. This one has too much gear.
That door. It's closed. Security lock's engaged.
Use the water to advance to the central core. Avoid the central program. Okay. Begin manual override. Oh. This is not... What? What? This is totally different than the way it was on console. Oh, okay. Alright, I see now. Weapons at the ready. Going in hot!
Humans, thank the Maker.
Hurry, close the door before they come back.
Don't worry, we'll protect you.
Thank you. I think we'll be okay now. It looks like everyone's gone.
You're Dr. Warren, the one in charge of the excavation. Do you know what happened to the beacon?
It was moved to the spaceport this morning. Manuel and I stayed behind to help pack up the camp. When the attack came, the Marines held them off long enough for us to hide. They gave their lives to save us.
No one is saved. The age of humanity is ended. Soon, only ruin and corpses will remain.
Alright, shit, Doomsayer, calm down.
What else can you tell me about the attack?
It all happened so fast. 1 second we were gathering up our equipment. The next we were hiding in the shed while the Geth swarmed over the camp.
Agents of the Destroyers, bringers of darkness, heralds of our extinction.
We could hear the battle outside. Gunfire, screams. I thought it would never end. Then everything went quiet. We just sat there, too afraid to move, until you came along.
Did you notice a Turian in the area?
I saw him, the Prophet, leader of the enemy. He was here before the attack. That's impossible. Nihilus was with us in the Normandy before the attack. He couldn't have been here.
I'm sorry. Manuel's still a bit unsettled. We haven't seen your Turian. We've been hiding in here since the attack.
Can you tell me anything about the beacon?
It's some type of data module from a galaxy-wide communications network. Remarkably well preserved. It could be the greatest scientific discovery of our lifetime. Miraculous new technologies, groundbreaking medical advances. Who knows what secrets are locked inside?
We have unearthed the heart of evil. Awakened the beast. Unleashed the darkness.
Manuel, please. This isn't the time.
What's wrong with your assistant?
Manuel has a brilliant mind, but he's always been a bit unstable. Genius and madness are two sides of the same coin.
Is it madness to see the future? To see the destruction rushing towards us? To understand there is no escape? No hope? No. I am not mad. I'm the only sane one left.
I gave him an extra dose of his meds after the attack.
Say goodnight, Manuel.
You cannot silence the truth. My voice must be heard.
Oh my God! What did you do?
That might have been a little extreme, Commander.
You can't just go around whacking people in the head.
Just a little bump on the head. Let him sleep it off.
I suppose you're right. By the time he wakes up, the meds will have kicked in.
Williams, take us to the spaceport.
Good luck, Commander.
Where's it at? You know what? We're gonna own that one. We're gonna own that one. I know how to level up, for God's sakes. Oh, Jesus, that was funny. We're gonna own that one. We're gonna own it. Because we're still very Paragon. That was only a little Renegade. And here's the thing, is like you can take Renegade options when they're the only option available, but when you have a choice between Paragon and Renegade, I usually take Paragon, because the way this system works is you usually are presented with one of two options. And so you want to stick with one as much as possible to be able to fill it up. But in that situation, taking the Renegade choice doesn't take away from a Paragon. And doing a Renegade thing does not take away the Paragon you've already earned. So, to be honest, I've played this game 3 times and I never did that, so kind of just wanted to see what would happen. But also it said I can shut him up. It didn't tell me that he was going to punch him. I just thought he was going to say something snarky. But good night, Manuel. Clubbed. Wait a minute, there are 2 Turians. What?
Saren. Nihilus.
This isn't your mission, Saren. What are you doing here?
The Council thought you could use some help on this one.
I wasn't expecting to find the Geth here. The situation's bad.
Don't worry. I've got it under control.
What is that? Off in the distance.
It's a ship. Look at the size of it.
What the fuck?
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Bag him and tag. God damn it, Ashley! Bruh, I know.
Everybody stay calm out there. We're coming out, we're not armed.
Is it safe? Are they gone?
We went Soldier for Mass Effect 1. It makes things a lot easier in Mass Effect 1. We might go Vanguard for 2 and 3, though. But the biotic abilities in 1 are not good enough for me to want to go Vanguard in the first one.
You're okay now. Nobody's gonna hurt you.
Those things were crawling all around the shed. They would have found us for sure. We owe you our lives.
I still can't believe it. When we saw that ship, I thought it was all over.
It showed up right before the attack. Knew it was trouble the second I saw it, so we made a break for the sheds.
Tell me everything you remember about the attack.
The three of us were working the crops when that ship showed up. We just saw it and ran. I don't know what happened to the rest of the crew.
They were by the garage, over near the spaceport, right where that ship came down. No way they survived.
You don't know that. We survived. If they made it to the garage, they could have had a fighting chance.
What else can you tell me about the ship you saw?
I was too busy running to get a clear look at it. I think it landed over near the spaceport.
Tell them about the noise, Cole. That awful noise.
It was emitting some kind of signal as it descended. It sounded like the shriek of the damned. Only it was coming from inside your own head.
It was probably trying to block communications.
Whatever it was, felt like it was tearing right through my skull. Almost made it impossible to think.
Do you know anything about the Prothean beacon they dug up?
We're just farmers. We heard they found something out there, but it never really mattered to us. Not until now.
I have to go.
Hey, Cole, we're just a bunch of farmers. These guys are soldiers. Maybe we should give them the stuff.
Jeez, Blake, you gotta learn when to shut up.
You have something to tell me, Cole?
Some guys at the spaceport were running a small smuggling ring. Nothing major. In exchange for a cut of the profits, we let them store packages in our sheds.
What kind of packages?
I found a pistol. Figured it would come in handy if those things came back. But you'll probably get more use out of it than we will.
You're holding out on me! Can't take it because we didn't put any points into charm. Wah, wah.
Get it over and I'll be on my way.
Some of the audio lines are cutting up a little bit. Bro, I know how this works. Ba-da-doo-doo. Alright, so we got a new pistol. Cool. What do you got in there? What about bitch? Oh, look at that! Were you holding out on me? Pieces of human filth. Say hello to your maker. Just kidding. Alright. Fuck, bro. Like, I know! Go with the scimitar. Alright, what are we wearing now? We're wearing... No, we're wearing heavy right now, so I don't want to give it up. Never gonna give you up. I mean, this is a pretty big upgrade for him. Why can't he wear it? I think he can. Oh my god. We're not giving Ashley any weapon upgrades. She doesn't need them. Oh no, I can see Nihilus from here. One.
It's Nihilus.
Go give him some med gel. Hold on, let's check back here real quick for.
Hostile spotted.
Not really. I mean, it was just a fire, bro. Armor piercing round 2? Yeah. All right, there we go.
Something's moving over behind those crates.
Wait! Don't shoot! I'm one of you! I'm human!
Sneaking up on us like that nearly got you killed.
I'm sorry, I was hiding from those creatures. My name's Powell. I saw what happened to that Turian. The other one shot him.
I need to know how Nihilus died.
The other one got here first. He was waiting when your friend showed up. He called him Saren. I think they knew each other. Your friend seemed to relax. He let his guard down. And Saren killed him. Shot him right in the back. I'm just lucky he didn't see me behind the crates.
We were told a Prothean beacon was brought to the spaceport. What happened to it?
It's over on the other platform. Probably where that guy Saren was headed. He hopped on the cargo train right after he killed your friend. I knew that beacon was trouble. Everything's gone to hell since we found it. First that damn mothership showed up, then the attack. They killed everyone. Everyone. If I hadn't been behind the crates, I'd be dead too.
How come you're the only one who survived? Why didn't anyone else try to hide behind the crates?
They never had a chance. I was already behind the crates when the attack started.
Wait a minute. You were hiding behind the crates before the attack?
Sometimes I need a nap to get through my shift. I sneak off behind the crates to grab 40 winks where the supervisor can't find me.
You survived because you're lazy?
If you hadn't snuck off for that nap, you'd probably be dead just like all the others.
Yeah, I guess. I don't really want to think about it.
Tell me about the Geth attack.
It was quick. 1 minute the ship was descending, the next, those Geth were swarming over the platform, thousands of them. They must have been inside that mothership. They shot anything that moved. It was a massacre.
Tell me about this mothership you saw.
I've never seen anything like it before. It was huge. Landed over near that platform. The whole place got dark as it came down. And it was making this noise, this sound that bored right into your brain. That's what woke me up. The attack came a few minutes later.
We need to find that beacon before it's too late.
Take the cargo train. That's where the other Turian went. I can't stay here. I need to get away from all this.
That's kind of cool. It just maps the... squad controls to the arrow keys.
Target not acquired. I've lost contact.
Oh God! All right, so that ain't working. Let's see. So he's using... Ooh. Aiden's throw power. Spacebar to return. Alright. Ashley. Take a while to get back to that. Oh my god. What's the point of a sniper rifle if it's a goddamn circus? Hello? Aiden? Hey. Hello? Ashley. He did.
I've lost shields.
He died somehow. I don't know. Definitely wasn't my bad leadership. I didn't do it. Oh my god, man. I'm not moving the mouse at all. Oh, I nailed something with it. Woo! Woo! Okay then. You want to talk about your nap in the middle of combat? Once you got some narcolepsy, bud? Wanna take a little nap like that guy in the last scene? Aiden, you made me hit the wrong button. Disappointed in you, Caden. Away we go. There's some things I really like about the PC version. Some things I don't.
Set the charges. Destroy the entire colony. Leave no evidence that we were here.
Roger, roger. Oh boy. Our team was not stuck to that ground very well. Detonation in 5 minutes? What?
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to find them all.
I'm playing CSGO. Talking about. Take him down. Whoa. Oh, you're so lucky I was overheated. Nice. Inventory updated. Got it. Disarm! Any goodies over this way? I want the goodies! And I guess this is a baddie, but I'm glad I found it. There's one bomb left! Into a bomb! Disable it. Disarming, disarming, disarming. Disabled. All charges have been disposed of their arms. Sick ass music though. I found a crate. I want to open it. Probably gonna get myself in trouble for doing it, but take it all. Alright. Recovered items. Alright, take them all. Yep, no, I know. I always knew. See, like, we just started the game and we're like drowning in gear. Ooh! Let's... Yeah, buddy. Holy mackerel. We got a husk! He's coming inbound! Take him down! Got an achievement. Nice. Nice. Where's that at? How can I... We're getting pretty close to where we get to the change of my character. Look at the achievements I got. Ooh. Yes, I know. Is there any way to turn these off? Good God. Damn! Excuse me? Excuse me? I'd like to speak to your manager. Take them all. So much gear, man. So much freaking gear in this game. I was all ready. There we go. What name would you give a colony? I would totally name a colony Thor's Hammer. Not Mjolnir, Thor's Hammer, because it just sounds cooler. Wait a minute. All right. I'm gonna investigate this Prothean beacon so hard.
Normandy, the beacon is secure.
This is amazing. Actual working Prothean technology. Unbelievable.
It wasn't doing anything like that when they dug it up. Something must have activated it.
Roger, Normandy. Standing by.
Shepard!
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
We identified the ship that touched down on Eden Prime. The Normandy, a human alliance vessel. It was under the command of Captain Anderson. They managed to save the colony.
And the beacon.
One of the humans may have used it.
This human must be eliminated.
Dr. Chakwas, I think he's waking up.
You had us worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Minor throbbing. Nothing serious. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
It's my fault. I must have triggered some kind of security field when I approached it. You had to push me out of the way.
Where's the beacon now? What happened to it?
The beacon exploded. A system overload, maybe. The blast knocked you cold. The lieutenant and I carried you back here to the ship.
I appreciate it.
Physically, you're fine. But I detected some unusual brain activity. Abnormal beta waves. I also noticed an increase in your rapid eye movement. Signs typically associated with intense dreaming.
I saw... I'm not sure what I saw. Death? Destruction? Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
How's our XO holding up, Doctor?
Well, all the readings look normal. I'd say the commander's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to speak with you. In private.
Aye, aye, Captain. I'll be in the mess if you need me.
Shit.
Sounds like that beacon hit you pretty hard, Commander. Are you sure you're okay?
He wants to talk to me about my emails. Should have stopped sending those cat emails. He's so mad right now. Look, sir, about the cat emails. It's a thing. It's called Catterday. It's a thing.
I don't like soldiers dying under my command.
Jenkins wasn't your fault. You did a good job, Shepard.
Chief Williams isn't part of the Normandy crew.
I figured we could use a soldier like her. She's been reassigned to the Normandy.
I want to be Paragon, but it was a mistake.
Williams is a good soldier. She deserves it.
Lieutenant Alenko agrees with you. That's why I added her to our crew.
Intel dropped the ball, sir. We had no idea what we were walking into down there. That's why things went to hell.
The Geth haven't been outside the Veil in 2 centuries, Commander. Nobody could have predicted this.
You said you needed to see me in private, Captain?
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading. The Council's going to want answers.
I didn't do anything wrong, Captain. Hopefully the Council can see that.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Saren, that other Turian. Saren's a Spectre, one of the best. A living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue. A rogue Spectre's trouble. Saren's dangerous, and he hates humans.
Why?
He thinks we're growing too fast, taking over the galaxy. A lot of aliens think that way. Most of them don't do anything about it. But Saren has allied himself with the Geth. I don't know how, I don't know why. I only know it had something to do with that beacon. You were there just before that beacon self-destructed. Did you see anything? Any clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
A vision? A vision of what?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe. Slaughtering people. Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
What are we gonna tell them? I had a bad dream?
We don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology? Blueprints for some ancient weapon of mass destruction? Whatever it was. Saren took it. But I know Saren. I know his reputation is politics. He believes humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack was an act of war. He has the secrets from the beacon. He has an army of Geth at his command, and he won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the face of the galaxy.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that easy. He's a Spectre. He can go anywhere, do almost anything. That's why we need the Council on our side.
We prove Saren's gone rogue, and the Council will revoke his Spectre status.
I'll contact the Ambassador, and see if he can get us an audience with the Council. He'll want to see us as soon as we reach the Citadel. We should be getting close. Head up to the bridge and tell Joker to bring us into dock.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you don't say there. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Is there any way to, like, do this quickly? So, whenever I start up a new playthrough, I like to take this first set of gear that you get off that first mission and Omni-Gel all of it as opposed to selling it, because one of each. We'll keep this the way it is. It gives you a nice starting amount of Omni-Gel, plus the gear that you're getting rid of isn't really like all that important. Alright, so
Hey, Commander.
the Normandy. It's home. I'm not the commanding officer yet. The door out. Talk to Joker here.
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
That's Saren's fault, not his.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
That's why I hate politicians. Neat. Here we are. Okay.
Oh, they've built themselves quite the lake. Wonder if anyone ever drowned in it.
Sure is peaceful here.
Alright, let's hack into the ambassadors thing. What we do. Oh, I almost had that. We're not gonna be able to make it. Not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. Just do it. I need to start save scumming before we do those. Boom. Okay.
Greetings and welcome to the Presidium.
What's up, Cortana?
And I am pleased to be your virtual guide throughout this level of the Citadel space station.
What does that mean?
I am a fully interactive virtual intelligence, programmed to provide spontaneous guidance at predetermined locations of interest throughout this level of the Citadel. I may also be contacted through any of the Presidium VI terminals, should you require assistance.
Give me the tour.
You are standing at Presidium Tourism Terminal 1. On either side of this lobby are the embassies of the various Citadel races, along with CSEC headquarters. On the far end of this level, you can see the Citadel Tower, where the Council meets regularly to discuss matters of interstellar importance.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, and
Later.
thank you for using Avina. Please enjoy your visit to the Citadel.
You've arrived at Citadel Tower.
Saren's hiding something. Give me more time. Stall them.
Stall the Council? Don't be ridiculous. Your investigation is over, Garrus.
Commander Shepard, Garrus Vakarian. I was the officer in charge of the CSEC investigation into Saren.
Who were you just talking to?
That was Executor Palin, head of Citadel Security, my boss. He'll be presenting my findings on Saren to the Council.
Sounds like you really want to bring him down.
I don't trust him. Something about him rubs me the wrong way. But he's a Spectre. Everything he touches is classified. I can't find any hard evidence.
I think the Council's ready for us, Commander.
Good luck, Shepard. Maybe they'll listen to you.
There he is! Alright. My second best friend in the galaxy. Good old Gary. Gonna be calibrating shit in no time, bud! Alright, here we go.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
Alright. This never goes well for me. Do our best.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations. Nihilus was a fellow Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard. The one who let the beacon get destroyed.
Alright, are we just gonna... Is the entire council just going to ignore the fact that Saren has fucking Borg implants? Come on, man. Like, how do you not... Like... His eyeballs are made out of metal. It's clear he's rocking it with the Geth. Come on, man. How blind. It didn't even change the way the hologram looked.
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed. But what can you expect from a human?
Saren despises humanity. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres.
He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This meeting is adjourned.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
You can't just cut Captain Anderson out of this investigation.
The Ambassador's right. I need to step aside.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the wards.
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Killing innocents doesn't end wars, it causes them.
I know how the world works, Commander. Sometimes you're forced to make unpleasant decisions, but only if there's no other way. Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Tell me more about the Shadow Broker.
He's a necessary evil of galactic politics. Buying and selling information is a part of the game, and the Shadow Broker just happens to be the best player on the field. Always sells to the highest bidder. Doesn't get involved in politics, doesn't pick sides. A simple system, but it works. He's not a threat to anyone, not directly. He's just a resource we can use, or she is. Or maybe they are. Nobody really knows.
Tell me about Barla Vaughn.
He specializes in moving large sums of money without leaving a paper trail. A financial genius, doesn't do anything illegal, but he knows all the loopholes. He's got an impressive client list. Ambassadors, diplomats, specters. That's probably why the Shadow Broker uses him.
I want to know more about the Spectres.
They're not your typical government agency. They tend to work alone, behind the scenes. They take care of problems the Council can't. It's not easy preserving peace across an entire galaxy. The Council prefers to use diplomacy and negotiation. But sometimes more extreme measures are needed.
They sound like shadow operatives.
Everything about them is classified. We don't even know how many there are. The latest Alliance estimate puts their numbers under 100. But the Council couldn't do its job without them. They're the Citadel's top agents, the last line of defense, the final option before open war. The entire galaxy respects and fears them. If a Spectre shows up, you know something big is about to happen.
How do they decide who becomes a Spectre?
You can't just apply to join. There's no training program. Spectres aren't made. They're born. The Council's always looking for exceptional individuals. People who can get the job done. Like you. They've been watching you for years. They see something in you. They want you on their side. Nihilus was supposed to give them a final recommendation, but with him gone, things are still up in the air.
What happens when a Spectre goes rogue, like Saren?
It doesn't happen often. The Council is careful when they select their candidates. But when something does go wrong, there's usually only one solution. Send another Spectre to bring the rogue agent down.
You don't think much of Harkin.
The guy joined C-Sec about 20 years ago. He's been an embarrassment to our species ever since. Roughing up suspects in custody, bribery accusations, alcohol and drug use. The embassy used to step in when he got in trouble. But I guess enough was enough.
The guy's a scumbag. He should have been cut loose a long time ago.
He was one of the first human C-Sec officers. Guess it would have looked bad if he got fired. A lot of backroom deals were worked out over the years to keep him on the force. Politics is a dirty business sometimes, but it looks like his time's run out. We've got enough humans in C-Sec now to stop protecting him.
I thought this embassy was supposed to help humans.
Harkin may be human, but he's also an ass. He's had more than his share of chances. If the embassy wasn't protecting him, he would have been fired 15 years ago. C-Sec is better off without him.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard. I'll be over in the ambassador's office if you need anything else.
I love this game. You just get so much story. So much condensed story. Just sitting there talking to people. Listening. So good.
Guy's up to something.
What? What? Oh, no, I wasn't. Never mind.
What are you doing?
Yes, is there something you want?
Why are you so interested in the Keepers?
Keepers? I've got no interest in the
Don't get coy. I know what I saw.
I'm not so sure I should be talking to you about this.
We're just talking.